Okay, all that was just for the Facebook group. I actually wasn't live in the Faith I Love Being Fit Over 40 or live on my Facebook or on YouTube. So we're live everywhere now. So this was just a warm up here for in the Facebook weight loss group. So if you have any questions, please bring them to the. I want you to know that I'm gonna my goal and my intention is to be here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can bring your questions. Right now, if you ask the questions in the chat, I can answer them in the chat. And then, but eventually, I'm going to have it set up where you can actually call in your question. So I want you to go call and ask. If you ever, like the Dave Ramsey show. So it's like a help session, and we're just here. And I'm even going to have guests. We're scheduling guests to come on to the show where it's like more than just me. It's going to be a group of people that's coaching and all that. So let's get going. But first, right before I get going with the lesson, I wanted to make sure you know that there are free resources, right? You have free resources available at fit.fitness, FIT.fitness, just like it sounds, FIT.fitness, right? You have a 7-day email series and a 21-day email series. They're both very good. The 7-day email series is a text-based. It's lessons every day in the email for 7 days. And then the 21-day email program is a video-based lesson. So you get video lessons every day for 21 days. And it's right there on the front page at fit.fitness. And if you want to fill out, if you were interested in a complimentary consultation, a coaching session with me, right there on the fit.fitness is you can fill in your name, email, phone number, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can, and we'll get you scheduled and get you rolling on your goals. That's the thing, is the purpose of these things is to get you going. Right now in America, in my country, and this is in the Facebook group where, we're literally in several different countries right now. And it applies in the world, but in our country and in the world, approximately 78% of the people, of all humans, are overweight. That's a big number. 78%, a percentage, right? So if there's, just say for example, if there's 8 billion people in the world, 78% of that, they're all overweight. So if you fall into that category, I encourage you to do something about it, because it's really harmful to your health. You probably don't feel your best. You probably don't feel your best to be your best that you can be. To be the best that you can be, you want to be at a reasonable body fat percent, that you're feeling strong and healthy. So, and then half of those people are obese. So about globally, 38.75% of the globe is obese, right? So if you're watching this and I'm sorry, I don't like the term obese either. I don't like, putting things in categories like that. But, some things has to be measurable. When it comes to the obese standard, from what I've seen, they use the BMI. Now, I'm not a huge BMI person. I love the body fat percent scale better, but the BMI is interesting because the higher the BMI we get, I feel like the harder it is on our body. We're putting more stress because we have a higher BMI, and so over a 30 on a BMI, if you look on the scale, is considered obese. 25 to 30% on the BMI is considered overweight. Andy's in the house. Welcome, Andy. So I encourage everyone to, if possible, unless you're muscular, to be under 25 on the BMI. Gracie's in the house. Welcome, Gracie. But regardless, I want you to feel health, whatever your goal is. And that's the first step of this video today, is we're doing goals. So we'll all do goals. I'm doing mine. If you, Gracie, Andy, want to do yours, you don't have to share them with everybody, but if you'd like to put a comment in the section, say hello, that's fine. But I encourage you, we're going to do some goal setting right now. So let me ask you this, everyone. If you could wave a realistic magic wand, and you could have your body, your health, your energy, any kind of way you wanted it to be over the next, 6 months to a year, what would that look like for you? Think about that. If you could have your goal, your health, your energy, any kind of way you wanted it to be, what is that for you? So I'll share a little story with you. About 4 months ago, I actually had a left hip replacement surgery, and it was a really big deal to me. And I haven't shared it a lot with a lot of people, but going through that process was challenging for me, because leading up to it, I didn't want to get it. I didn't want to do that. It was the final thing that could fix my situation. And so, but going back, I was in pain before the surgery and all that stuff, and my body weight had gotten down. I lost some weight, and unwantedly, because I kind of have a generally more of an ectomorph physique, and so I lose weight kind of quick if I don't want to, so I can. And so I got down to about 165 when I feel really good at about 185 or so. And then, so I was weighing around 165, right? So my goal was to be 185 pounds at 8% body fat. So that was about 5 months ago. So I was, call it what you want. I call it a prayer. You can call it an affirmation. But I want you to put your affirmation, your prayer together so that you can use it for yourself. And the way to set it up is, here you go. If you're taking notes, I am happy and grateful now that I am, and for me, I said 185 pounds at 8% body fat. And this was 5 months ago, when in my present moment, I was 165 pounds, 8% body fat. So how am I going to gain 20 pounds of muscle in 5 months, But I had previously been that size before and even bigger, so I felt like it was a reasonable goal. But now, every morning I'd say that on the way to work. I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds at 8% body fat, feeling strong. And then I go on. You can ad lib and make up more things for your affirmation. I am, we'll go into that in a minute. But the end of the story is that I actually, right now, I'm 185 pounds, 8% body fat. So, and now I'm kind of changing now I say I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds plus at 8% body fat, because I don't know, whatever God wants me to be, if it's 190, 195 pounds, I feel like my body is capable of being like 205, 8% body fat, like if I took it to the max, and I would love to do that, but I'm just going to see what happens. I'm not pushing for that, but I'm happy and grateful that I am 185 pounds at 8% body fat. Now, I said that months ago, 20 pounds ago, right? So what's your goal? So whatever it is now, you know what you weigh and your body fat is now. Say what you want. What body fat goal, BMI goal, whatever it is your goal is. Like I say, I love body fat percent goals. I want to do some screen share on Facebook Live, but right now I'm having to do Facebook group live on my phone, so it's hard. Screen share doesn't work on that. But anyway, because there are great images that break down body fat for men and women and the percentages and how it looks over the different percentages. It's very fascinating. Anyway, I'm kind of a nerd about it, but anyway, so the first step on your journey to the ultimate transformation guide, or the ultimate guide to your sustainable weight loss, is have clear, specific goals, right? I want you to lock that in. Have clear, specific goals, right? So what's your health and fitness goal? Maybe list a body weight, a body fat percent, a body goal, okay? Then wrap it up into a phrase. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then state your goal. Like for me, I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds plus at 8% body fat, feeling strong and healthy like a supple leopard, thick brown hair, 20/20 vision, perfect teeth, supple skin. See how we go on and you can make it yours. I want you to own it. I want you to own that affirmation, and I want you to consider saying it every day like you mean it, right? Okay, so that's that. All right. Now, next, let's look at if you're taking notes, we're going to list out how you get there. Now, I had a mentor that passed away, and he would say that in every major area of life, whether it's fitness, finance, family, there's probably only about a half a dozen things that, if done correctly, you'll achieve your goal. You'll be on the right path. And with fitness, it's much the same. They're basically only what I call the 5 fundamentals of fitness: exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. So those are the 5 fundamentals: exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, mindset. If you can follow those things, you're going to be doing great. And I know you can. But if you can't, that's why coaching helps, right? It's not, why is it if we have more information than ever before all over the internet, we have ChatGPT now, we have AI, all these tools, why is it that 78% of the whole world is overweight? Why is that? It's my belief it's not the knowledge. We have the information available to us. I just feel like some people need accountability, and that's where a coach, a professional like myself comes in, is accountability. So if you're interested in a complimentary consultation to get started on that process, please consider reaching out to me. Text me 520-400-9573. Text me the word consult, and we'll get you scheduled in for a phone or a Zoom or whatever is best and get you on your journey. Because you deserve it. Right? So let's look at the 5 elements: exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. So with exercise, I basically categorize exercise into 2 basic categories. Right? Strength training, cardiovascular training. Now imagine for a moment that you have a twin-engine airplane, 2 engines on the airplane. 2 engines on the airplane. Now, and the engines are called strength training and cardiovascular. Now, most people either love one and hate the other, hate one, love the other. But just say we have only one engine, just say we're just doing cardio, then how well is that plane going to fly? If you're just doing just one engine on the cardio engine. Not all the way, right? Not all the way. Imagine if you have, pardon me, my foot kicked it. Imagine if you have both engines going on the airplane. How well is that going to be? You're going to be crushing it. You're going to be doing great. You're going to be doing your strength training and your cardiovascular training. That's what I want for you. Nutrition. Imagine for a moment that your goal, your body, what you want. Let's analyze this to say like a 2-story house. Imagine that we want to build a 2-story house from scratch. Now imagine we're building this house, but imagine we only have half the materials necessary to build the house. How far are we going to get? Not very far, right? The foods that we eat on a daily basis are the supplies that goes towards building your body. So the foods that we eat. So I recommend a whole food plant-based diet. Like fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and all kind of good stuff. If you're interested in a complimentary list of foods, I'm putting it together. But if you'll just text me or Facebook me or whatever, smoke signal me, I'll send you the list complimentary. Okay. And then also too, if you want to do a little bit deeper dive and you're interested in watching a documentary, consider watching The Game Changers. The Game Changers. It's on Netflix and YouTube, right? So it's nutrition, recovery, sleep, approximately 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night. If you want to age well, I encourage you heed that. I've trained over the last few years. I've trained 3 different neurologists, and they all have said in their studies that that's the 7.5 to 9 hours sleep is what came out to be the best study for long-term health for humans. So consider that. Supplements, there are basically 2 different categories of supplements. I feel we have nutritional supplements and we have enhancement performance supplement. A nutritional supplement is like a protein shake. I usually drink at least 1 or 2 a day, probably average 2 a day, sometimes 3. I love them. You can make them taste good. You can make them taste like peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, strawberry, blueberry. I mean, it's all kind of options, all chocolate, whatever you like. So, and it helps get that protein in, because think about it, when we exercise, when we're working out, particularly with the strength training, when we're working out, when we're breaking down the muscle in the gym, it's through the nutrition and the recovery, and also supplemental nutrition shakes is part of nutrition, that they grow back and adapt and get bigger and stronger, and that's how you actually grow the muscle. So you have nutritional supplements and enhancement performance supplements. Okay. Last but not least is the mindset. Mindset is huge in the fitness game. So I encourage you to work on getting a strong visualization of what it is you want in your mind. I know exactly, I can see my body, how I dream it to be, how I really want it to be. I see it in my mind and I visualize it and I express it out loud in my affirmations and prayers. I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds plus, feeling strong and healthy like a supple leopard. Right? You just say, you make up your own affirmation. But the key to the affirmation, to this mindset affirmation that's going to transform your life, and it's part of the ultimate guide to your sustainable weight loss, is mindset. So when you can program your mind that you are happy and grateful, you are both. Don't just skip over this. You're programming your brain that you are happy and grateful. That you are, and then you state your goal. I want you to please think through this for a minute, because this takes a little bit more and it can easily skip by you. So what you're doing in this exercise is you're putting your mind in the present tense, that you are currently happy and grateful, that you are the goal that you're seeking out to achieve, even though you are currently in the reality not at that goal yet. But when you say these affirmations over and over again, I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then you say that, you can use this in relationships, you can use this in your financial life, you can use this in your spiritual life. This is a powerful prayer / affirmation. I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then set your goals. Does that make sense? So we're going to summarize this up. And remember, I'm coming at you live in the Facebook group every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your questions, bring your friends. If you have any questions, you're stuck on something, let's have a conversation. I really just want to make a difference for you, right? And for those that want to get coaching, yeah, that's what I do. I do coach, and I'm a virtual coach. I can help you no matter where you are at in the world. But while I'm here, I'm going to give you everything I got. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell you what, and we're going to move you along to the next level. So bring bring your questions if you're open to it. All right. So, all right, that's it for now. And remember that we have, so the final summary to transform your life, the ultimate guide to sustainable weight loss, is that we want to have a clear, specific goals. We're going to follow the 5 fundamentals of exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. You have free resources at fit.fitness, FIT.fitness, free resources, 7-day free resource, and a 21-day free resource. All you have to do is go on your browser, type in FIT.fitness, fit.fitness, and you can have access to those. I'm going to be here 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my intention. And you have a blessed day, and bye for now.